Okay, welcome to Rhinoceros tutorial number 2. In this tutorial, we're going to talk a little bit about curves and surfaces and basically what is a solid. Okay, so on your top toolbar, you have three options: curve, surface, and solid. In Rhinoceros, a solid can become or can be made out of a surface or a curve. A surface can also be made out of a curve. And a curve is just a simple line that does not have a dimension in the z-axis. It just has a dimension on the x-y axis. Okay? So it doesn't have any type of depth. Okay? So that is very important. When we design in Rhinoceros, or when we design in 3D, it's because we are going to make things either surfaces or solids for our design. But we can start every design using a curve, okay? And that's what we are going to do today. So we're going to start also with the simple objects, and the format for this is small objects millimeters. Large objects millimeters. Okay, we're going to keep the same one that we have been using. Right here you see a cube. Okay, now you see this cube, and it's very simple. It has all the dimensions, and this is what we are going to start working on engineering. These dimensions talk about the length, the height, and the width of our cube. Okay, so we're going to start with a simple curve, and we're going to build out of this curve. We are going to build our cube. Okay, so there are various ways to do this. On your left panel, you can see that here you can draw different types of curves. You can draw a polyline, you can draw a curve, you can draw a circle, ellipse, arcs, and of course rectangles, or with the different options. Now on Rhinoceros, if you press and leave press, you can see all the options that are sub divisions of our choice of our options. So in polyline, you have a line, you have a polyline, you have line from midpoint, etc. So this is a bunch of options that you can use, and you will be using them as soon as you become experts. Okay, so we're going to start with a very simple option. Remember, on my grid, if I want to start from the top view, okay, now this is a very important question. Where do you want to start your design? If you want to draw this face of your cube, you should do it on the front view, right? You should draw this on the front view and then create our length or our height, okay? Or you can draw the bottom part or the face that's on the bottom of the cube and then do it from there. Let's start on the top view. So the top view says, okay, actually this face of my cube is 4 by 5. Okay, 4 millimeters by 5 millimeters. So that's what I'm going to do. I'm going to start on the top view, and I'm going to create a line. Okay, I'm going to create a polyline, and starting on the right on the origin point, which is the intersection of the red line and the green line, I'm going to click there, and you see I have a line. Now this line needs to be perpendicular, right? I need to follow this line. So my object is 5 by 4. So I'm going to say, okay, I'm going to zoom in a little bit. Okay, so I have 1, 2, 3, 4, 5. Okay, 5 by 4. Okay, so 5, so 1, 2, 3, 4. I'm going to click, and I am going to close my curve. Okay, now I have my rectangle, okay, on the top view. Got it? So I have 5 by 4. 5 by 4. Now on the top view, I have a simple curve. On the perspective view, you see there's nothing there. I can create a solid out of this. And it's very simple how to create a solid. I just click on solid, go down where it says extrude a planar curve, a solid. I'm going to create a solid. So extrude a planar curve straight. I select the curve. Look, it says on the command line, select curves to extrude. I'm going to select this curve, and I need to extrude it a certain distance. What is the distance that I need to extrude it? Okay, it says that it's 4 millimeters height. Okay, so I'm going to press enter, and now I have the possibility on the front view to extrude my surface. So I can say 1, 2, 3, 4. Okay, now I have a cube that is exactly the same height as the one that I'm looking for. Okay? So this is a way to do it exactly with millimeters. There's another way to do this. And I'm going to do it faster. Okay? So select rectangle, click on the origin point, and it says the other corner or length. Okay, so I'm going to talk about the length. The length is going to be 4, so I'm going to click and type in 4. Okay, so now I have my length. And then it says the width. Oh, the width of my rectangle is oh, sorry, I did it wrong. The length is 5 and the width is 4. So I'm going to do a rectangle, click on the origin point. The length is 5 and the width is 4. Okay, so I have my rectangle. And then I create the solid again. Select, press enter. And instead of doing this, I'm going to say the extrusion distance is going to be 4. So I click on the command line 4, and I did it by inserting or typing down the width, the length, and the distance. The width, the length, and the height. Okay? So that is another way of doing it. And the third way is what we did before, which is creating a solid right away from the box. So again, I say the length, the width. I start putting all the different options, and here I have my cube. Okay? That is very, very simple. Okay, now let's right click on the viewports so we can go back to our origin, and let's do one that is a little bit more complex. Let's look at this one. Okay? This one, you would start on the top view. Let's start on the top view. Let's remember that it's 2 millimeters. 1, 1. Here we have 0.5. So this is something that we need to clear out just a little bit. Okay, and let's begin. So your origin point can be this position and start this way, go up, and then start going down like this. Okay, so let's begin. Start on the top view, and I'm going to grab my polyline, and it says, okay, 1. This is 1, right? Now I need to, the length is going to be 3. I'm going to go 1, 2, 3. Okay. Look, I have a better idea. Instead of using 1 or 0.5, I'm going to scale this. I'm going to multiply this. So 2 is going to be 20, 10, 10, 10. This is going to be 5, 10, and 30. Okay, that way you can see it better and you can have more squares. Okay, so we're going to do this actually in centimeters. This is going to be centimeters. 2 centimeters, 1 centimeter, etc. So in that case, 1 centimeter is a big square. Okay, so I'm going to grab my polyline. I'm going to say, okay, 1 centimeter up. Now 3 centimeters. So it's going to be 3 centimeters. I have 3 centimeters. Now 2 centimeters. Way over here. Now I go down 1 centimeter. Okay. Now I need to go in. As you can see, this distance, the stair is 0.5, so it's going to be 0.5 centimeters. It's going to be half of the square, right? Then 1 centimeter down, then half of the square, and then 1 centimeter down. So here I have my design on the top view. Now the only thing I need to do is to extrude this up, and that way I'm pretty much done. Now how much do I need to extrude it? It says that it's 30 millimeters or 3 centimeters. So select my curve, solid, extrude pattern curve straight, and I'm going to say that I'm going to extrude 30. Okay? I'm going to go and take a look at the perspective view, and I have the stairs that I was looking for. Okay? This is exactly what I did. My isometric. Got it? Okay, so in your case, what you need to present or hand in today after this tutorial is this isometric. Okay? Look at this isometric, check out what you need to do, and this is the isometric that you need to build. Okay? You can also build a circle, okay, using these lines, okay, the circle line. Very, very important. So good luck, and see you next tutorial.